donation deck today, and we're going to be running this 2 leagues in a row. The what we're doing is I'm running Mono Black Reanimator. I've been asked to make a few minor changes to the discard package based on how I think I would like it before playing it. So I've done that, and that discard package is 3 Unmasks, 2 Collective Brutalities, 2 Hymn to Turoks, 2 Cabal Therapies, 4 Thoughtseizes. Thoughtseizes seem very key. But I liked having a couple therapies thrown in there because you can entomb for them, and they're really good with Grave Titan. Yeah, so you can also discard them to Liliana. I mean, there's things I like therapy as a 2 of here. So that's what I've done with the discard package. There's a couple things with the sideboard. I have a 2 Crypt Breakers, 1 Pack Rat sideboard for a Plan B. Ashen Rider was in the sideboard that was given to me. It seems like a reasonable reanimate target for something like Dark Depths. Yeah, you need it for Dark Depths. The graveyard package, I've included 2 Surgicals, a Coffin Purge, because you can entomb for it. I think it's very important if you're going to run any graveyard hate in an entomb deck to run a Coffin Purge. And Relic of the Progenitus, because it protects your graveyard. And you're kind of a slower reanimate deck, so yeah, you don't really want them to reanimate your Grave Titans. So if you can get Relic into play, protects your graveyard, protects your hand. You have so many creatures that they can like discard in the mirror and then reanimate that are going to mess you up. Chat is being funny. No GP Bologna nonsense. Let's do an Ariana Grande singing competition. Anyway, and yeah, Ratchet Bomb cleaned some stuff up. The one thing this deck is definitely kind of missing is answers to Leyline of the Void. However, you just have these Lake of the Deads, and you can cast Grave Titans to beat that, I guess. But it's definitely got a distinct lack of answers to Leyline of the Void. But anyway, yeah, this deck is mono black. The main reason to play this over black red, I think, would be for budget reasons. It's definitely cheaper. However, it is also a slightly different game plan. You're less explosive. You're not playing Petals. And you are playing some more grindy cards like Liliana the Veil and Hymn to Turok that are not like, let me pick this one card out of your hand and then kill you with a Gristlebrand. And so therefore it's only playing a couple of like Entomb Reanimate cards like Gristlebrand and Iona. I'm not sure if Iona should be in the main over Ashen Rider. But anyway, this donation was to play this deck and then discuss after playing it how I might want to change it and reasons why, and then run another league with my changes. So this is what we're starting out with. Is it really cheaper with Liliana's? I think Liliana is cheaper than 3 Lilianas is cheaper than 3, 4 duels and 8 fetches. Yeah. I just picked up the Reanimator because they were cheap. Have you been playing other decks for donations and stream fun, or do you think BR is not great anymore? I think Reanimator's the best. I just honestly like there's a few things with me playing other decks as I've always done that. I've always like grinded. When I grinded Reanimator, I grinded tickets with Reanimator, and then I still played like janky stuff in between. And I've always liked learning other decks and things like that. But I think Reanimator has been the best for a very long time, so I've played it the most. And I still feel that way. But when I'm streaming, I'm playing more and more non-Reanimator decks. Like, I'm not grinding Reanimator on stream because it's less fun to just... It's fun for some people to only watch Reanimator, but as a general viewer audience, I think it's more fun to watch other decks. Brews, other tier 1 decks, donation decks, things like that. I think it's more fun to get a variety, so... That's what's up there. Anyway, let's get this league started. And... Dimkey931, thank you for the follow. hand doesn't seem to do much. This hand seems better, I guess. You can keep all the lands and get rid of a Massacre Worm. Also, this deck doesn't quite abuse the London Mulligan quite as well. I don't think, at least from what I've seen in these first two hands. There's so many swamps. I mean, I guess Lake of the Dead hands are a pretty good way to abuse the Mulligan rule. But you can't like mull to 4 and have a turn 1, basically. Like, you just can't do that. I mean, I think there's Dark Rituals in this deck. Hold on. Yeah, there are Dark Rituals. So, I mean, you could mull to 4 and have a turn 1, but it's way less likely. Rotting Registrar is definitely a consideration for the sideboard in when we change the deck a little bit. All right, well, I'm going to Entomb. For Gristlebrand, we definitely don't want to draw that, and that's going to be the best early on here. We only have 8 Reanimate spells, but we also have Lake of the Dead, I was going to say, as a good draw. So here we're probably going to Entomb for Grave Titan, because we're going to cast Grave Titan next turn, and they have spells that can rip spells out of, or they have creatures that can rip spells out of our hand. And so we don't want to just like keep it in our hand. Yes, I'm using all donations for GP Bologna for the time being. That is how I'm going to get to GP Bologna, basically. I mean, generally, donation deck lists and subs and stuff are my salary. That's how I'm going to be living if I'm going to be a streamer. But I really would like to go to Bologna and win a GP, because that will help my stream and my ego. So for now, I'm using the donation decks to reach my goal for reaching that. I guess I gotta. I guess I wouldn't mind drawing a Massacre Worm. I mean, drawing Massacre Worm doesn't seem that great either. I think we just try and win with Grave Titans. Could be good. Could be good to have the option, but no, we got to choose now. All right. Yes, GB Bologna is Legacy. Yes, my ego needs help. My ego needs help. You could have the bouncy dude. The bounce is my dude. But we'll get to replay it again. And if they don't have it right now, they're going to be in trouble regardless. If you search through my... If you search through my Twitter, you can see a little story about that, but I've talked about it a few times on stream. I think we lose now. Looks like a big old lose. L. A big L. I guess we can draw a Reanimate spell. I had a Drudge call that basically made me not do well at the tournament. It was fun. Polsky. Polsky? Do I know you? I didn't break a rule. It's that the judges they don't know the rules. I've told the story many times on the stream. Basically, the judges didn't think that surgical extraction was a May, and my opponent didn't take a creature out of my graveyard. And then the judges let the opponent rewind the game, even though he had already seen my hand and shuffled and said he was done, and put my reanimate back on top of the creature in my graveyard, not my exile pile, which there was one. Yeah, basically that's the short of it. I think we could safely scoop this one up. That card looks pretty good right here. Maybe he'll sacrifice this one. The Massacre Worm isn't looking that great, is it? It doesn't kill anything. It just kills Noble Hierarchs. I'm not familiar with 104.3a. I don't really see us winning this game, but I guess we have a chance if we get to attack with this Grave Titan. I mean, let's see. Could sacrifice. I mean, I guess this ability is not that good against Grave Titan. Oh, that's a good rule. What's this? Okay, that's not that good. That's fine. Wonder what he chooses. Imagine if you weren't allowed to concede games. That would be something. Get in there. No? I guess it's interesting. Animated. Boy. What would be good? Brutality? Massacre Worm? A lot of bad draws. This is awkward. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess he can't sack this. He could like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get rid of this. And he's got a 6/6. I don't think attacking and trading here seems very good either. Because then he starts attacking with this one. And then I just like chumping. Maybe I should attack with it. I'd like to try another one. One, two, three, four, five. I mean, he'd have to sack his whole team. Attacking means he just trades one. I'm not attacking. I don't like the idea of trading one. Rather keep sacking creatures. What is the token? It's a -1/-1 from this. He's sacrificing a creature to put a -1 token on here and draw a card. Which I think I'm okay with. Because it has Death Touch. Now it's 2, so I might attack next turn. He's sacked 2, so then it's going to be a third creature he's trading. I'm going to Entomb for something that I just don't want to draw. Either Reanimate or Animate Dead, I guess. Probably Reanimate, because I'm never casting that. Yeah. Then you gotta play a dual land, though. I guess Iona is the one thing I definitely don't want to draw. Ever. I don't think I can win now. I don't think they play the full set of Wastelands. I'm gonna concede. I can't Reanimate, I can't Animate Dead. They're gonna Wasteland my thing. I guess this Unmask was pretty bad. Try this. It's kind of being like a mono black control deck against them. Sub Sunworship. This matchup seems a little difficult. Is Triumph not good versus 8 players? Not really against the deck that plays Noble Hierarch and a million other. I mean, they're just a creature deck, so Triumph's pretty bad. They had the answer for our Grave Titan, basically. Our first Grave Titan. And then they clogged up the board too much for us. Yikes. I think we can keep this, but we can end up losing to not drawing lands. Double Thoughtseize, Entomb. It's a little sketchy. We have Dark Rituals in a lot of swamps, so we'll try it. A jacked goat for when I crush people. But there is the goat. Isn't that already taken? I do need a new emote. I've got a new emote slot that I need a good one for. I thought about Elish Norn, but we have Massacre Worm. Like, it's better to be able to cast stuff in this deck and reanimate it rather than... You don't want too many only reanimate targets because you don't have many discard spells. I guess we just take the creatures. Take that. Next turn I'll take Meddling Mage. Hope to draw some lands. The goat is too normal looking. It's the goat. We need a jacked goat. It's not the worst draw. A land would be better. Fairy Macabre, sure. Yeah, we're on the mono black control plan against this deck. We have the cards we need, we just need mana. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we just need lands. We just need lands. Lands would be so good. I think we discard Entomb first. We're going to draw a land next turn, right? It's going to have another Thalia's Lieutenant here, I guess. Oh, Thalia. Okay. We need a lot of lands. Land. I mean, we took the risk. But it is turn 4, no land. Which means I guess that means we lose. That's what it looks like. Yeah. That was too bad. I think that was worth keeping. We had good cards, just needed lands, and we're playing 20 lands. Well, 18 swamps. It's going to be all lands here, as usual. When that happens, then you draw all lands. Alright, round 2. So, Lewis, you think the next emote should be goat related as well? Should all of my emotes be goat related? This hand's just not going to be good enough. Some non-goat nonsense. You need a real goat? do you mean a real goat? What are you talking about? Joke's on you. I got another one. One Gristle Dad emote. Raise a goat as a pet. Once I get very successful, I'll get a goat. I'm not gonna Thoughtseize because I might turn off my reanimates and might not even matter if I wait till I draw a reanimator and animate dead or something to decide. All right. Can we get an animate dead? Can we get an animate dead? Okay, at least they're not flipping. We have the upside. No flips. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. Animate dead. Ugh. I think this is fine. I'm surprised you haven't printed a looting type effect in black. Sideboard. I think. I mean, I don't know. I think Julian's off Leyline, but I always sideboard for Leyline, so I'm not sure. Yeah, this will be funny. Let's see. Kalalak, thank you for the follow. So double him or Liliana of the Void. I think double him. Nice. Now let's see who can draw lands first. I'll totally reanimate that. No, I won't. I don't know. We'll see. Nice. I guess I will. Because now if I draw a land, this Liliana can just discard. Seems great. I think I'm like waiting till they do something. I don't really want to get any of these cards dazed. I don't want to get Entomb dazed. I don't mind about getting other things dazed. But I kind of want my big huzzah to be Grave Titan. Huzzah! It's not bad. Maybe I can Entomb here. We ended up 4-1. We lost to somebody who had the literal nuts game 1 and then top deck surgical on us game 2. Where's my Griselbrand? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, we 2-0'd 4-color loam. Yes. It's a great draw. I think I'm not a huge fan of chains in this style of deck, but we can think about it after this league. Not real sure. Ouch. Nice job. Yeah, Elves is generally not that hard of a matchup, and where are we here? And Julian seems to be off Leyline, which is the card that makes Elves a little hard sometimes. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're playing one Griselbrand. It's less of a Gristle. Like, Black Red Reanimator is a deck that abuses Griselbrand. This deck can get a cheaper Griselbrand, but it doesn't abuse it. It doesn't abuse it by reanimating 3 more things in the same turn. Because you're not playing Petals. I mean, in this case, we had Lake of the Dead, so sometimes it works, but not as frequently. Also, you're not playing Looting. Like, Black Red Reanimator plays Looting, so it wants to draw Griselbrands. This deck can't do a whole lot with Griselbrand in the hand. It's not just like a budget version of Black Red Reanimator. It's just a different style of deck. We can try and discard. I'm not sure if this deck. I mean, yeah, seems reasonable. I don't know if I would say it can grind way better. I mean, its game plan is more grindy, but I'm not sure it can grind better. That's a pretty good draw. Because yes, you can cast cards, but you're limited to one color of castable cards. And you do have a lot of uncastable cards as well. So it's definitely built as a less explosive deck. Therefore, more grindy, but I don't know if it actually wins the longer, grindier games better than Reanimator or Black Red Reanimator. There's no pressure here, so I'm just gonna play around days with both of these. Nice. So I'm gonna reanimate Arcanist next turn, and then animate dead Crystalbrand the following turn. Maybe. Maybe not. I mean, this changes things. I don't really want to. I don't want to Thoughtseize them. Yeah, I mean, once they put the pressure on, I changed my plan. Guess I'll kill this before things get crazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They probably have one edict, would be my guess. And it may not be good enough because we'll just animate dead. But they could also have a Force of Will. Collective Brutality is real bad against Leovold. Delver. It's good against Delver. It's not good against Leovold. Unfortunately, they're going to draw 2 cards here. Are they? Okay, let's say they still just have 2 dazes. Six mana, 4 mana, 2 mana. Draw 2. See if they're good enough. Force Pissing Days. Okay. Seems pretty good. I think we win this game now. Renin 6 is like not good. 1 damage. Oh god, double bolt. I know Leo's there. I drew a card. Yeah. Yikes. Not looking good now. Seven. It's really bad for us. Like, we're kind of just dead. Oh, what? Oh, he's taking that land out of his graveyard. So we have to take 5 here and hope we draw a reanimate. And animate dead, I mean. Yeah, we're dead. Dang. Oh, man. Why? Couldn't we have, like, any of these with our lands? Okay. One. 2. Just gonna start with this and try and hold off on the unmask until things look better. Force of will. Times 3. Okay. No. Maybe we'll draw Dark Ritual next turn. They drew a Brainstorm? That sucks. That sucks. God damn it. I guess his top card now is a Force of Will, which I'm not sure we beat. But probably don't beat it. I mean, I guess maybe we do. If he plays the Delver. He doesn't draw. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay. Weird. He definitely shuffled a Force Will, which is incredibly strange. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, I'll let him show it to me. All right, well, we're 2-1. What's up, Cam6969? How you doing? Nice goat emoji. Playing some mono black Reanimator here. Going to be running through 2 leagues with it. I'm going to make changes to it, or like build it how I'm spend some time building a mono black deck after testing this one. Jerry Freeman, hi, hey Eric, congrats on your Mystic Forge results. Reddit was hot to get your deck list. Yeah, my results are pretty good. They're not great, but they're okay. We're having trouble with our land situation in this deck. Okay. Could splash red for looting, yeah. I use Korean FBB lands. How about you? This was a good draw, by the way. It can be stifled, though, which is pretty annoying. But there's a good chance they're going to try and stifle my Liliana. One, two, three, one unknown. They have one unknown, so I think I just do this and Massacre Worm them. Probably it's a Force of Will, and I will take their Stifle. That's my guess. It's a Daze. Yeah, hopefully, I can't imagine they put a like it could be a cantrip on top, but I don't think it's a Force of Will. Yeah. I caught some guy with marked cards at my F&M. Instead of turning him in, he just split prizes with me, even though I did terrible. It was pretty chill. I don't know how I feel about that. It's basically cheating and then like bribing you to not get cheated. Alright, I could just name days here, it's fine. He shuffled, so if you hit a Force of Will, then it gets rid of the blue card. What if they drew another days? Nah. Yeah, Lake of the Dead would be the main thing. Although, as you can see, like, basically, even our Gristlebrand has been answered. Everything's been answered, so... the stuff is just easier to answer. And Mono Black comes down to the slower time, and there aren't Chancellors to back them up. No. No. Oh, I don't know who made Reanimator. It definitely wasn't me. I tuned it to what it became over a course of some years. But no, I did not make the first version of it. I guess I'll discard Gristlebrand, I guess. Watch me draw Lake of the Dead next turn. I mean, I mean, I don't have to cast anything. They don't have any pressure. Sure. Sure. Let's draw some swamps. Let's draw some swamps. I'm gonna Entomb on turn 1. I wanna use that as a way to get rid of some counter magic. I might do it on turn 2 in case they have a daze. Okay. That's super interesting. Should be okay. Just name Force of Will. I will Dark Ritual in response to a Spell Pierce. I'm confused. I didn't think this deck started with 7 in the opener. You mean, what do you mean? Because I kept 7 and I haven't yet until this one? Is that what you mean? Had a lot of pretty unfortunate mulligans for sure. So if they hit a Force of Will, it's a little... That's pretty unfortunate. If Force of Will and Surgical Extraction. So we need that. We needed a discard spell. And we got it. And we got it. Um, 12, 11, 10, 9. I don't think they're 12. I'm not sure if they're racing, so I'm just gonna cast this because then they're not racing. Yeah, the thing is I can't. I mean, he's just going to surgical it. So I could have played Grave Titan and Therapy the surgical, but then he might be able to race, and I don't feel like putting the effort into figuring that out. Right? Alternatively, I can just pass the turn here and use the Therapy on the surgical later if I need to kill another creature. That might be a better play. Yeah. Probably. The Worm's been pretty unimpressive this league. Like, if he draws another Bolt or a creature, it's gonna lose. I guess I can draw lands and win. Yeah, I mean, I have this Therapy available to me, though, if I need it at some point. Yeah, like, keeping this open is pretty good. I can... If he puts a creature into play, I can then Therapy, naming Force of Will, and hardcast a Grave Titan, and then I'll certainly win. I don't think going after that True Name was going to do a whole lot. Other than protect against like Edict, but I don't think they're even playing black. Okay, well, good news is he'll use, I don't know, something on something. Now he can't surgical. Can't fetch, can't surgical. He could wasteland me. He can't fetch, so he can't edict me, so this is fine. Cool. All right, let's get that 3-2. Let's get that 3-2. And then let's start working on it. I think it's a hard deck to build to make it like competitive to the point where you can expect a 60+% win rate with it. I agree. I think that it was way too close. That's why I just decided to stop running the basic math in my head and said screw it. It's just the True Name was tempting that turn, but I decided not necessary. Yeah. I think these Liliana hands play out better, which is something to think about when we're tuning this deck. Like, these discard plus Liliana hands seem to play out a little bit better than just like Entomb Reanimate hands do. Because if Seems like they can answer. Most decks can answer your creatures or race them or something. With this deck, you kind of want to play mono black control. So when we're rebuilding the deck, we're gonna be leaning towards mono black control with a reanimate package, but it has to be a pretty dense reanimate package since you're not playing any cantrips. No shuffle. I mean, they shuffled, right? That's what I meant. Shuffle, yeah. Oh man, are they gonna draw a land on me? I really want to just take that brainstorm. Like, I think I have to. If they draw a land, I could lose. If they don't, we're in great shape. We could beat a land. We're definitely taking the brainstorm, but I'm just trying to think of how badly we need to. I don't really want to get rid of Liliana or Entomb, and this therapy, obviously, I also don't want to get rid of. So we're just going to hope to dodge just fetch land. Okay, that's good news. It's pretty good too. I think we want them to get a green source if they draw a fetch land, not a red source because of the lightning bolts. That's better for us. It's a pretty good draw for them. Brainstorm's always a good draw. It's also possible that I should have waited on the unmask. Nice. I found the wrong color. This is mono black Reanimator. Playing against 4-color Delver. And we're looking like we're in a pretty good spot here. This will be an underground. Oh, it's a wasteland. The top card was probably a spell, I imagine, for the Delver. This one's going to be a Goyf. So they have, I don't know. Some sort of spell and a Goyf, I think. What are the advantages? I haven't played a lot of mono blacks, but basically your mana is swamps. You have a lot of swamps. So those wastelands aren't good. It's slightly more budget friendly. It's more of a control deck than the regular Reanimator decks. I don't personally see much benefit to blue-black Reanimator. I'd probably rather play mono black. If I had to choose between the two over red black, but I think red black is like hands down, not even close. Far, far better. I mean, it's just like an explosive combo deck. While this is like a grindy, mid-rangey kind of deck. But only one color, so has its issues there. Abrupt Decay could be a little annoying. But now we're just top decking. So I win. So I win. Salt Tank. The realest of top decks, yep. I think I like this, actually. A noob lucker emote? There's a good idea, yo soy easy. A noob lucker goat? A lucker goat? What does a noob lucker emote look like? Or a noob lucker goat look like? A 3 emote combo. I only have 1 slot at the moment. Dark Ritual and Tomb animate dead. Uh-oh, we got Thought Seized off of the Badlands. Oh, a Luxac emote. I like that. I'll write that one down. That's a good. That's the best of the day. Luxac. Can you do anything with UBR and incorporate Scheming Symmetry? I don't know what that card is. But I do know that your suggestions are usually not worth looking up. No offense, but I know you're memes. I'll look it up later. Or you can type it in and I'll read it. Show us, Big Richie. Show us what you got today. Oh, that card. I don't think that card is... It's not a big enough meme for you. But I don't think that card's good. Yeah, I don't think that card's playable whatsoever. Like, your opponents just get what they need, and then you don't get what you need, probably. Like, that's gonna be what usually happens. Is that your opponent gets to draw the card that they need, and then you don't get to draw the card that you need, or get to play it at least. That's a setup, man, for... I mean, there's better ways to tutor in Legacy, I think, than to set that up. You can combo it. Here's an idea. You could play it in Pox with Ashiok. There you go. Play Ashiok and then only you get to tutor. Right? Alright guys, so I can do 2 modes and then open myself up to surgical, or I can wait and try and therapy. I'm gonna 1 mode and therapy myself and reanimate. If I do 2 modes and they surgical me... This is why I don't like Collective Brutality, by the way. It's really, really bad against surgical extraction. I can use therapy to hit like a Goyf or something from them. We'll do 2 modes and hope that they don't have surgical, and if they do have surgical, hope that they do also have a Tarmogoyf, or true name, I guess. Oh, well, that's good. That's real good. I don't care about that Toxic Deluge. I don't want something silly to happen with these Force of Wills. Goalie says I'm on a work call right now, so I can listen in. Can you explain to me what the advantages, if any, to mono black has over red black? I don't think there's any advantage of over red black, other than it's cheaper. You don't need the dual lands. It's very different. I mean, you can't really compare the two, but if you were to compare the two, I don't think it has any advantages over red-black. Oh yeah, I mean, if it was an instant, it would be really good. That's why it's really bad, is because it's not an instant. So it goes from being really good to really bad because your opponent gets to use it and you don't. If it was an instant, you would get to use it and your opponent wouldn't. So it'd be really good. Goalie, thank you so much. Another gifted sub. First sub of the day and the week. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And welcome, Lynn Chalice. Now you get to play with the emotes. I think people are kind of sleeping on Symmetry and Modern. Combo with the Fairy, Thought, Scour, Lantern, etc. Has to be home for it. I don't play enough Modern, but I find it hard to believe. If you could play it with... Yeah, if you can play it at instant speed, then yeah. But I agree with what Claybean is saying, is that you're trying too hard. If you're trying to combo a tutor, that's really bad when you don't have the combo. Right. That's kind of what I'm saying. All right, so league number 1 was a 3-2. Pretty solid. I'm going to start tweaking the very first thing. The very, very, very first thing. There's a couple things here, okay? One is this card does not need to be in the deck. It is definitely a sideboard card as far as I'm concerned. Even in red-black Reanimator, I never put this card, never have put this card in the main. It's specifically good against certain, like, 2 decks. So, yeah, I don't like that card. If anything, Ashen Rider should be in the main over it. But I think I like both. This one specifically for Dark Depths, and this one specifically for, like, Miracles and Storm. And that's it. And those aren't even that popular, so I don't think I want that in the main deck. Massacre Worm, I think fits. It's been a little underwhelming. It's not Elish Norn, but you can cast it. Another option would be Massacre Girl. Let's read that one. Menace seems nice. It's 5 mana. Isn't particularly better than Massacre Worm. Or, yeah, that's basically the same as far as Lake of the Dead things go, except for Daze. It's slightly easier to cast if you don't have Lake of the Dead. When Massacre Girl enters, each other creature gets a -1 until end of turn. Whenever a creature dies this turn, each creature other than Massacre Girl gets a -1 until end of turn. So it kills stuff. Slightly easier to cast than Massacre Worm. Kills more stuff. Probably. It actually probably works against humans, while this one doesn't. Although I don't think it's good enough. Underwhelmed by Unmask, but I think we want 2. 3 seems like too many. Thoughtseize seems great. Therapy seems great. Him doesn't seem great, but I'm not sure. If anything, I think we want, like, Duress in that spot. 2 Brutality seems just about right. Duress or even like Inquisition of Kozilek, although it doesn't hit Force of Will. What else? What else? What else? Liliana the Veil seems great. I feel like we want another swamp. I'm not sure if that means we're going to start flooding out, but we had like a lot of mulligans and a lot of games where we wanted another land. Like that it's super powerful. I almost want a 20 or a 19th swamp and a 3rd lake, but I don't know how that would play out. Let's see, what else? What else? What else? There isn't like a whole lot of room for this deck to get better. It's obviously not bad. It's just I moved the him. I'm thinking Duress is probably better. Him is a little like we're still only. I mean, we do have Maskerworm and Grave Titan, and like Entomb for Gristlebrand. So him just taking 2 random cards is not necessarily better than like picking the card that stops you from doing what you want to do. I think it's close, but I'm a little underwhelmed by him in this deck. I think I want targeted discard for 1 mana is probably better than him. I mean, Duress, it doesn't take threats, which sometimes you want, but then again, him might just take a land or something, or 2 lands, or, you know, or just be dead. I think Obliterator at 4 mana is not good enough. Play Rain of Filth? I don't think we want to sack more swamps. If we do, we want another Lake of the Dead and more swamps, not just Rain of Filth. I'm gonna go look at one of my old decks that I thought was pretty cool. It's not on my Goldfish anymore. MTG top 8 maybe. Dark Depths, maybe that's it. No. I think they called it Land Reanimator. This might be it. I had 22 lands. Okay, before them were Dark Depths. I can find it by searching for a deck that I played Drain Life in. No, it's not available anymore. I can't find it. And I don't think I have it on here anymore. Gristlegoat? Emote idea? Let me see if I have it on here real quick. I think it's been completely changed. Bitter Blossom, that's a good one. So this card's a consideration. I didn't throw it in because I'm not sure really how good it is. But what it does do is if you use your Lake of the Dead to play a Grave Titan and then they counter it, then you can play another swamp the next turn, and that's 5 mana. So you can cast this and reanimate your Grave Titan. So it goes nicely after a countered 6-drop, with Lake of the Dead. But you do need another swamp. So there's that. But looking at that, I think first of all we want another swamp. One more swamp. Not another Lake of the Dead. I think the 2 Lake of the Dead seems pretty good. You draw them fairly well. So one more swamp, and we could do like a Bitter Blossom or Liliana of the Veil, number 4. Those Liliana hands seemed like pretty close to the best. And we could try a Massacre Girl. It has Menace. I don't know. I don't think we want to do Bitter Blossom. I don't think it's very good. Let's start looking at the sideboard. Pithing Needle. Alright, so our mirror match-ish graveyard hate stuff, it might be too many here. Maybe we just do one surgical, 1 relic, 1 coffin purge. That might be a little light, but 4 is a lot for right now. There's not that much Reanimator. Our removal suite, I think we're going to cut this. Our removal suite, this is our removal suite. I think is pretty good. We almost maybe want another one of these over a second. No, we didn't face any depths. I think Liliana's Triumph is good. So this is our removal suite. This is our graveyard suite. This is our secondary reanimate package stuff. I think it's what you want. I would say Elish Norn. Elish Norn's like better than Maskworm by a lot. By like a lot. Actually, let's live the Pithing Needle. So if we put Elish Norn in our sideboard, we want the Pithing Needle. Although one of Pithing Needle is not so great. How about we just don't do that? We'll just use the Massacre Worms and the Toxic Deluges to kill creature decks. Alright, so our secondary reanimate stuff, we don't want too much because it's, it's not like the most reliable reanimator deck. Bitter Blossom, I don't think it's good enough. And then neither is Dread Return, really. Even with Bitter Blossom. So I think our removal suite's pretty good. And our plan B is here. Was unimpressive that league, but seems pretty good. I think the thing with these plan Bs is like the decks you kind of want plan Bs against, we already have, like with Liliana and stuff. And they have Renin 6 that kills all of these. I think Pack Rat is particularly bad. I don't like Pack Rat. I think Crypt Breaker is much better. It's just 1 mana cheaper and just 1 turn slower. I mean, assuming you curve out perfectly, which you generally don't. So I think Crypt Breaker is just better. It also draws you cards. And I think Liliana Last Up's very good. Like, I kind of want to do that. Or And I want to try Massacre Girl just to see. Like, the defense of Massacre Girls lines up basically the same as Massacre Worm against everything, and the menace, although you're attacking for 2 less, the menace, I think, actually will end up being more damage. I think. And I think it kills more stuff. They don't take... It doesn't, like, kill an Empty the Warrens player, though. But then again, I'm not cutting both Massacre Worms, and I'm keeping one in the sideboard. Pack Rat is pretty good. I mean, have you played with Cryptbreaker? I'm pretty convinced Cryptbreaker is just better than... It's just a better Pack Rat. It's a turn faster. It draws cards. I mean, they don't get as big, but you also like if they have a Baleful Strix and a Jace the Mind Sculptor or something, they're way more powerful against Pack Rat than they are against Cryptbreaker, as they take a lot more power off the board. I mean, I guess Pack Rat is... I don't know. It's just... I guess I could try it. I left one in to try it, but we had a Cryptbreaker and couldn't even use it. This is my problem with Pack Rat. It's like, it's 3 mana to use it. And if you're not doing that on curve very quickly, it's just way easy for them to answer and deal with. That's why I don't like... I've never been a big fan of Pack Rat. I've never had it be a successful game plan for these decks. Well, Cryptbreaker often is, just because it's significant. I mean, 1 mana sooner, 1 mana and 2 mana is so much less mana in the long run than 2 mana and 3 mana. So this is how I think I would run it, and I will run it. I'm going to borrow a couple cards and take a short bathroom break. I guess it's just the 2 cards. And update the thing, and then we'll start the next league. And there will be timestamps for everything on the YouTube video, because it's going to be an extra long video with some deck building and stuff in it. Massacre Girl, again, is just... It's actually just an experiment. I'm not really sure, but something tells me there are instances where it's better than Massacre Worm, and it's not going to often be worse than Massacre Worm. I mean, I ran a league with a dedicated Dino deck, and that card just does not seem good to me. It dies to everything. And you have to discard cards, and they can trump block it. And it just doesn't seem... I just don't think that card is playable. I think you have to get really, really lucky for your opponent to lose to a 7/6 that costs 3 mana in Legacy. I think it's a bad game plan. Like, I mean, you can try it. I don't think it's worth trying, though, in this deck, personally. I 3-2'd with a dedicated deck, and I won 3 rounds despite the Regissoir. That card was very bad. Basque Rootwalla. Basque Rootwalla, thank you for the follow. Let me read Massacre Girl one more time, make sure it does what I think it does. Like, let's say they have a Delver in play, what happens? Each creature gets one until the turn. Whenever a creature dies this turn, each creature other than Massacre Girl gets... Okay. It doesn't really kill a Delver. Alright. I'm not sure about this Massacre Girl. Maybe it doesn't do anything. Let me think about that for a second. I mean, let's try it. I think it's probably bad. I think Elish Norn is so far and beyond better than any of these other ones. But I don't think you want Elish Norn in this deck either. Maybe you do. Yeah, no, I know. You don't want to cast it with your Titan now. Well, I mean, it has to kill something else first. Oh, wait, there's too many cards in this deck now. What happened? Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on that. The Menace thing, it seems to attack better to me than Massacre Worm does. Massacre Worm was so bad that league. Hey, what's up, Beers? You want to get your Hogax back? I finished that league on my own last night so I could play some Reanimator before bed. And I went 4-1 with Hogak. But I got them. We're about to start this league here in a minute. I am ready. Oh, wait, not quite. Let me make a trade binder. One of these trade binders has got to be empty. Okay. I am ready. I am ready. Just hit that trade button when you're ready, and we'll look at this deck for another couple seconds. All right. So 5 mana versus 6 mana. 5 mana versus 6 mana. I guess Massacre Worm just has to be better. I kind of want to try the Massacre Girl, but I'm starting to think it's probably not going to do anything. I'm not concerned about it killing my Grave Titan army. I like the Menace on it is basically the 5 mana and the Menace thing makes me. Also, the fact that it can kill like against humans, Massacre Worm was so bad. Like, I just wasn't going to do anything. While Massacre Girl would have killed everything. But I don't know if I want to include a card just because of humans. Maybe that goes in the sideboard. I mean, that's an easy fix. I mean, an easy attempt at testing it. Thanks again, Beers. Thank you. Really appreciate you helping out yesterday with that. Making it possible for me to 4-1 with Hogak Depths. It's worth one. Yeah, we'll put it in the... I mean, I think it's for, like, humans and Death and Taxes. I think. The same decks that Massacre Worm's for. Massacre Worm's better against Delver and against, like, Tess. So, I'm going to update the cardboard live for this one so that you guys can see the deck list that we're running. And then I'm going to take grab a drink, take a 1-minute break, and then start the league. almost done with that. Kind of almost done. Liliana, Entomb, Dark Ritual, Reanimate, Thoughtseize, Brutality, Unmask. Okay, no Hymn to Turox. Last Hope, Surgical, Triumph, Coffin Purge, Toxic, Relic, Ratchet Bomb, Pithing Needle I cut, and Pack Rat I cut. Now there's a missing card. Sorry about this. Sometimes updating the cardboard live is a little not the best. Okay, should be good now. All right, that should be all updated. I will be back in 1 minute, and we will start the next league with this deck list. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for playing the deck, though. The current conclusion is to buy my last Scrubland and fetches. Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, I think they're very different. I don't think this is a bad deck. I just think Black Red Reanimator is a great deck. Basically. Like, I feel like when I lose with Reanimator, it's because I'm unlucky. I mean, I know that sounds silly. But for the most part, my losses are when the deck decides to fail, which is like a 10% fail rate or something. If that makes sense. And that there's just some completely unbeatable hands with Reanimator, with Black Red Reanimator. And the deck has a lot of play to it and things like that. And this deck, you know, it's like any monocolor deck. It's kind of like Death and Taxes or something. You run into different issues, but I don't think it's bad. And I think we'll see how this one goes now with these changes. Everyday Eternal is the podcast that I'm on. It's created by Julian Knob. It's Julian. Would I play BR? Absolutely, yeah. I would definitely play it tomorrow in a Legacy GP. Let's make sure I got the right list here. Let's make sure the plugin's good. Looks good. Yeah, like most of my leagues with Black Red Reanimator are. I very rarely don't cash a league, and I more often 4-1 than 3-2, and I 5-0 like with a pretty high win percentage or have pretty high percentage for 5-0s with Black Red Reanimator. The podcast name is Everyday Eternal. There's an episode coming out on Thursday, I think Thursday or Friday. Severe lack of interpretive dance. I think we keep this on the draw. Oh. Oh, look, our opponent played an Astrolabe. And we're not going to play anything. Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, with Black Red Reanimator, I snap, keep hands up, put Gristlebrand in the graveyard turn 1, because once you reanimate Gristlebrand, you win. This deck, it's a little different. Like, it's Grave Titan's not GG all the time. I'm going to wait here. I'm going to try and do a little bit of stuff before I just lose to a counterspell. I can hear now as well. Was I not? Were you not able to hear me? E Hustle, thank you for the follow. Oh, okay, I got you. You had it muted. Pretty sick filtering. Yeah, that makes sense. Uh-oh. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I'm just thinking about if they draw another one. Do I care? Not really. I just had to think about whether or not I actually cared if they drew that. I mean, I don't think it would be a weak shell of what it once was. I should have taken the brainstorm there. That was silly. I mean, that was just bad. No shuffle. Certainly have an Ice Fang Coddle in their hand. There are no petals, Gavin Ender. I know this is super narrow, but should these lands be snow-covered swamps? Yeah, you could do that. There's no reason not to. If it's for budget reasons, while there is a Liliana in hand. You mean, wait, what? Petals are not for budget reasons. It's just, this is just a different deck. Like, it's not an explosive Reanimator deck. It's more of a controlling Reanimator deck. Mid-rangey. So the petals are not the best. And you don't need them. As this isn't really a deck that abuses Gristlebrand. You probably have a surgical, but again, we're not really a Gristlebrand deck, so I might as well put it in the graveyard. Play another Astrolabe. No. Yeah, playing snow-covered swamps would be fine. You could even put, I don't think you'd want Dead of Winter in the sideboard over whatchamacallit, because you want to be able to, like, you want to be able to Toxic Deluge for 1 when you have Grave Titan in play. Was True Name on their side? That kind of thing. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Yeah, it's not like this deck doesn't just get Gristlebrand and win the game. Gristlebrand's nice at refilling your hand, but it doesn't just win the game. So it's not really like It's not. It's just not Black Red Reanimator. It's a different deck. It's a Lake of the Dead deck. Which, by the way, I love. I love Lake of the Dead. Force of Negation, Force of Will, Dead of Winter. Hmm. I could take Ice Fang Coddle. Panda PRRR, thanks for the follow. Could just take Ice Fang Coddle or Force of Negation. I can't slam it this turn. He might have hit Surgical. I doubt it when I have 2 mana up. Although, I guess he's covered. I'm taking Ice Fang Coddle. Okay, that's fine. Be nice if they don't hit a blue card. Okay, Surgical's pretty good. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Interesting use of their Surgical. I could not jam it that turn, GSY. So I could have taken Force of Negation, but I don't think... I mean, I could have taken Force of Will, but I don't think Resolving Grave Titan was going to win there because they have Dead of Winter. I think I need to win by 2-for-1ing them not having Ice Fang Coddle left over after the Dead of Winter to then trade with the Grave Titan when it attacks after the Lilion of Death's Majesty. Three, 4, 5, 9. Not enough. Okay, he's leaving that. Okay, that makes some sense. But he doesn't have... He has 3, 4, 5. He's... I guess he has enough. He's got Force of Negation, Force of Will. They just screwed up. Oh no, they have enough for the Dead of Winter. Entomb would be nice for therapy. Oh, I don't get to draw a card? Oh, fuck. Ah! Yeah, I could have taken the Dread. But then he has too many. He's got Force of Negation, Force of Will, and a blue card, so he can like force pitching Ice Fang Coddle, and then he can hardcast Force of Negation on my Liliana Death's Majesty. This is gonna be tough. I don't know if I can win this game. I guess I go for the 2-for-1 now while I can. It's not really a 2-for-1 though, but I guess it is. I think people play both. Okay. This card's pretty bad against this, but I think I brought it in because of Dead of Winter. So. Now let's just go on to the next game. Wait, they have a Force of Will and nothing else? Oh wait, they discarded the Force of Will. What? Never mind. I gotta get this Grave Titan. No, what? Oh, good. No! Ah! I'm gonna get this. Ah! Why? 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 Oh my god, it's too good. This card would have been so good. I so would have won. I could put Grave Titan back in my hand. Oh my god. That was a sad. That was the best Ewlandon triumph I've ever seen. I mean, another Liliana would be great. There's the other one. Don't have another force. I don't think the Astrolabes actually add much to these decks, though. I don't believe. I'm not a believer. It's kind of unfortunate that they have this. Otherwise, I could win. Chase. This is a very long round one. My opponent has 4 Planeswalkers in play. But they only have 26 cards in their deck. And their graveyard doesn't kill me. The Jace can kill me. Yeah, they fuel Dead of Winter. They put that on top? Permanent. Snow permanent. Missed. I don't think the ultimate was going to win, so we have to put pressure on that Jace. A Grave Titan seems better than not having a Grave Titan, yeah. As a Grave Titan would at least put some pressure on something over here. What's up, Tomei? Doing all right? How about yourself? Can't they just ult Ren and cast Dead of Winter every turn? Oh, well, that's why I tried to get it last turn. Before they could have ultimated Ren. I mean, that's one of the reasons I tried to get it last turn, to put some pressure on their planeswalkers, like I mentioned. Did they put that on top? Yeah, we're dead. This round is taking forever. No! Oh, come on, deck. We added a swamp, and now we're just drawing the Lake of the Deads. This is just mono black Reanimator, not really a smallpox deck. There are no smallpox in the deck. Have I ever tried Grixis Arcanist? You mean Grixis Delver? Or no Delver? Let's draw a land. Yeah, baby. Surgical, Abrupt Decay. So they're gonna get a Renin 6. I think we lose this one. This match is like painfully slow. Sucks we mold to whatever, 0. Sucks we mold to 0 game 3. It's kind of a bummer. Liliana the Veil not so great against Renin 6, but I wasn't gonna beat the Abrupt Decay, so maybe I should have taken Renin 6. I don't know. Oh no, I couldn't take Renin 6. Spells. I can't even make like a good split with this Liliana. That's not a good split, Allie. They just take the Renin 6 and get all their lands back. It's just not good. I mean, our Liliana's just not good. Seems like they got rid of their surgical extraction. Did they get rid of their surgical extraction? That's insanity. No. Why? Why? Why would they think about that for so long? God damn it. All right, beat me in 4 minutes. I think we lose, though. Yeah, they can easily ultimate Jace in 4 minutes. All right. Oh man, that was a long one. Snap this one off. Ponder. Okay. What if they have a land on top? Then they go. They shuffled. All right. They're not going to cast any of their spells here. That's very, very, very interesting. I think they have a Brainstorm, or they would have cast a Thoughtseize, but I'm still just going to name Lion's Eye Diamond now. I-12 play you. Thank you for the follow. Or wouldn't they have just brainstormed in response? I don't know. Why didn't they play? I have no idea what's going on. What's my opponent doing? I don't know. I guess they skipped their turn. It's the only thing I can think of there. I have no idea. I guess he skipped his turn. Thanks for sticking through with this. Yeah, going to buy the rest of my BR cards in the weekend, and I'll leave mono black as my pet deck. Yeah, cool. I mean, like I said, I think mono black is a strong. I mean, I think black red's a stronger deck, but that doesn't mean this is a bad deck. If you enjoy playing it, you should keep tuning it and working on it. I'm glad you've enjoyed watching, and thanks again for the donation. What are we doing here? They're gonna empty? Sure. So what, their last card is Thoughtseize that they never can. Oh no, they have an Infernal Tutor. Should you get a new loan? The wrong art is probably the right art, the Jaros. Excuse me. My opponent has disconnected. I'm going to jump up real quick while they reconnect. Again, this whole league, both leagues, and deck building will be on YouTube with timestamps. So if you missed part of it and you want to watch it and see how we ended up where we're at right now, check out YouTube probably later on tonight. I'm going to be running right after the stream today, but I'll start the upload before I leave so that hopefully it's done when I get home. Anyway, I'm going to jump up for just a minute while my opponent reconnects. Are we back? Not back. It's kind of unfortunate. Little unfortunate that we lost our opponent here. Hopefully, with the new timeout rule, it'll be over very soon. Exactly, Jaros. I'm all about that ugly art. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you should hit that sub button. It's free. And although it won't be a lot, in about 100 more subs, I'll be able to get the ad dollars for my videos, which will be something to help my content creation. help my career as a content creator, which is what I am experimenting with this year. I quit my job to do this, so trying it out. So any support anybody sends me is extremely appreciated. Even as simple as hitting that sub button on YouTube. I also have a Patreon, Ewlandon, if you want to see some more exclusive stuff, sideboard guides and things like that, exclusive videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch or subscribe as well. Although I kind of got used to the Grave Titan art I have in paper, online promo isn't too bad. Link your YouTube and I'll hit the button. Alrighty, I will do that. Thank you, MTG Fossil. There's the YouTube. It looks like I need 170 more, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Shadow of the Moon, yes, I did finish the Hogak League. I decided to finish it last night. After I had dinner, I wanted to play some Reanimator, so I finished the Hogak League first. I finished 4-1. I beat 2 mirrors, which was cool, and the last one was a 4-color loam. So I beat 2 mirrors and 4-color loam to end up at 4-1. The one loss was to a deck that I think you're quite favored against. I got a little unlucky and maybe made a few unwise decisions, possibly. But the deck felt good, and I think maybe I'll play it again tomorrow. You ever played Bizarro Stompy? I've never played Bizarro Stompy. Also like this video and comment your opinions about the list. You like this video? The one we're making right now? I hope so. Yeah, I think I'll play Hogak again tomorrow. That deck definitely feels very strong right now. For me right now, I think the 2 decks I'm having the most success with in the current metagame are Black Red Reanimator and that Hogak Depths list. Although I haven't played that one quite enough to really know, but it seems very strong. That Element 56X1, thanks for subscribing to my YouTube. I'm sure you're out there because I just talked about it. Thank you. Zombie Hogak? I think so. Yeah, I think it might be. It's less of a Hogak and more of a Depths deck, and I think Depths is probably pretty well positioned right now. And the Hogak angle, it doesn't subtract too much from the Depths, and it adds a little bit. So I think that's where that deck is at. I think it adds a little bit more than it subtracts. Like, I don't think it really removes too much from the deck. Yeah. And I've won pretty close to half of my... I've won a game with Hogak half the time, something like that. So like a third of the time I'm winning with Hogak, something like that. Feels pretty good. And that Cloud Post deck that I've been playing is... don't have the best record with it, but man, it's fun, and I feel like it's so close. I feel like it's so close that I want to keep tuning it and playing it, but, you know, grinding out 3/2s isn't the best. They're long 3/2s. But I'll return to it again soon, I think. It's fun when it works. I'm not sure if it's just a problem with Cloud Post decks in general, or if there's something I could do in the building that would help it. I don't know. I used to win 60 to 70% of my lands games with Wasteland Lock, but now it's 67 with a quick 20/20. Okay. I think the Wasteland Lock plan isn't as good as it used to be now that Ren 6 is so heavily played. So that makes some sense. But 20/20s are obviously real difficult for Delver. No telling. They lost connection during sideboarding. This new connection loss usually only, I think it only takes 5 minutes or 4 minutes now. It seems to be going for quite a while, but it should be done soon, hopefully. It's been 10 minutes. That's weird. Oh, it's because we were in sideboarding, so it doesn't start the clock until after sideboarding, I guess. It's definitely a bit annoying. I guess I can make a note in the YouTube to maybe skip forward to round 3. Since this round was sitting here for a long time, 10 minutes of sitting here. 10 minutes of sitting here, doing nothing. Just checking something real quick while we wait. Sorry about this. Should be done soon. Alrighty. We're still waiting. This round was excellent play from both sides. You showed great patience, at least. I'm a very patient player. It's one of my greatest strengths. That's not true. That's not true. I can say it, though. I can say whatever the hell I want. Yes, we won. We're 1-1. Champions 2-0. That was exciting. All right, here we go. Round 3. It's a lot of reanimate spells. Lands and Tomb, Gristlebrand. Okay. Is it lying or wishful thinking? It's delusional thinking. This is gonna be great if they're not a Bajuka Bog deck. And if we draw one of those reanimate spells we just shipped. Jukabog. We're gonna lose if they're a Jukabog deck because we're not gonna be able to beat depths with this deck anyway. Perfect. Perfect. I think we're dead. It's funny because it doesn't matter. We're just not going to be able to beat this Elvish Reclaimer unless we get Massacre Worm next turn or something, but that's not actually possible. Oh man, if only we could get there. So close. I mean, not really. But if we had a Reanimate spell, it would have been so close. I'm going to concede. This isn't hasty conceding. We literally just can't win from here. They just get 2 lands and we win, and they win. And we can't do anything about it. So close. If we could have gotten those, we could have won. This is not going to go well. I think we have to bring these in even. Eh. I'm not liking the way that this is looking. Reclaimer seems great. People were popping or pooping on that card when it was spoiled. Seems, yeah, it's been really good in this deck for me. I'm not sure if it's good in a Delver style deck, but that's what I think people were talking about, don't you think, Lewis? Originally? That it was like trying to Delver people, and that's probably not the best way to Delver people. We have to discard. We gotta find something else. Okay. I mean, we don't have our lands, but I guess we can get rid of. Like, maybe this Thoughtseize into a land could win. Maybe we should have got rid of it and Reanimate. Okay. We just need to draw a land and maybe we can win. Maybe. Land. Okay. Can that win? Maybe. It is a fast clock. I definitely saw people discussing it as a cheap 3/4 in a Delver deck that can get wastelands and stuff. At least that's kind of what I was thinking about. And it didn't seem like it was probably not good enough. That's how it seemed to me. Yeah, I see that. That's why I said maybe it's good enough. Maybe it's good enough. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Unfortunately, he knows about my reanimate, but what's he gonna do? He's gonna block. His hand looks like this, more or less. I think we just have to... We have to hope he doesn't get the combo, like, right away. I think this is better than reanimating Hogak. I'm not worried about the Hogak, actually. We just start attacking with everything. Leave back 2 zombies. No. Even if it was, I think Grave Titan's better. Perfect name. That's the crop rotations that didn't matter. This is not going to kill anything, is it? Sam seems fine. Triumph is not very good against this deck. But it is something. It's not nothing. It's something rather than nothing. Ooh, interesting. Hey, maybe we can win. That was a great draw. Surgical. And the Bajuka Bog's in hand? Wow, we might have a chance here. That's a good draw. It's a good draw, but it doesn't matter that much. I think we Edict them. Let me cast Grave Titan. And then hope to find another reanimate spell by the time they find the thing. I mean, not edicting them seems wrong, so. Ooh, that's pretty good too. Jaruk68, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Sure. That's fine. Now what? Never unlucky. Should I just get Gristlebrand? Gristlebrand seems pretty good, doesn't it? Let's get Gristlebrand. Yammick Killer, thanks for the host, man. 104 viewers. Wow, thank you so much. How was your stream today? Playing some Modern, or what are you playing? And what's up, everybody from Yama Killer's stream? How goes it? Not bad. Played modern and a bit of vintage. Okay. How's vintage? I heard people are not enjoying vintage anymore. What do you think about all that? Whoops. Did not mean to play that land. Ugh. Should be okay. They have a swamp and a Bajuka Bog in their hand. Went 4-1 with Infect, 2-3 with Eldrazi, Taxes, and 3-2 with Karn Shops. Okay, I got a host due to the sweet, sweet clickbait. Yeah. I got that clickbait in my title, you know? Yeah, so generally, anybody who's coming in from Yama Killer, I generally play Legacy. I've kind of recently started... I'm not going to cast that. Being a full-time streamer or attempting at it, and it's going pretty well. But I stream every day from 11 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Right now we're doing a donation deck list where I played a mono black deck, and then I've kind of tuned it to how I would build it afterwards. And so that's where we're at right now, and it will be on YouTube. Carrot Dom, thanks for the follow. And I think we're 2-1 or 1-1 or something right now. I think we're gonna win this one too. I think this will make us 2-1. I would catch your streams a lot more often, but we stream at exactly the same times. It's stream at 11 till 4. Oh yeah, that's the exact same time because we live in the exact same place. I would catch yours more often too. I watch yours on the weekends when you do challenges. I usually can't watch the whole thing, but you know, watch a little bit. All right, let's think about this. They could have drawn a crop. They don't have bogs. They have a swamp and an unknown. Crop rotation could get us, so we can do... I guess they would have blocked if they had a crop rotation. We can double Veil if they do something crazy. Okay, I just don't have it. So make 6, 7, 8 mana. I was told optimal time to stream is 6 a.m. till 12 p.m., but it sounds awful to stream at those times. Yeah, that's too early. It's funny. Missing some follows. Hey guys. Gay G Kuru. Thanks for the follow. Jaruk. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. You guys can check out my YouTube too. This video will be on YouTube. I also have like a Patreon if you want some more like legacy exclusive stuff. Like I have a Black Red Reanimator sideboard guide. I put up some other content on there. I'm a little distracted. Lithonial IRS. Thanks for the follow. But you can check out me on Twitter, or you can check the little boxes below. I'll put some stuff up real quick if you want to find out more. There you go. I think we win now. They're going to do it now. Then we definitely win. We don't even need the second one. They're just Dobbs. They are just Dobbs. All right, we're 2-1 now. We'd still beat the Narcomoeba because he was dead on board anyway. And we could just draw 7 and try and get an Ashen Rider. Flex values, what's up? The first match took for freaking ever. Definitely took more than 24 minutes. Is that 24 minutes for each game? So, yeah, over an hour. I don't have time if 2 more leagues took that long, or matches took that long. They were on a blue-black base control deck with astrolabes and stuff, so... And they were a little slow. Not that slow. Yeah, they were pretty slow, actually. Alright, we're playing against probably Tess again. Which, I don't know. We have a lot of discard, but... It's nice that we have... I'll keep this. We lose to, like, discard into combo, but... No, I wouldn't say it's perfect. I'd say it loses to discard into combo. I know you said almost perfect, not perfect, but it has lands and spells. Like sometimes we're mulliganing because we don't have those things. Yeah, but we have massacre worms, which are pretty good when they feel a little under the pressure of the reanimate combos. It's a good way to get them. I do think Reanimator is probably top 3 decks right now, if not the best deck in Legacy, but definitely top 3. Black Red Reanimator. Did he show me a win condition? I guess he did. Burning Wish. Grave Titan seems not the best. Brian Cook is known for playing Tess in Legacy. Like he's a good Magic player, but he generally only plays Tess. However, he's just good at Legacy. Like he did the Legacy Super League and won with other decks other than Tess. Yeah, maybe. I don't think so. I saved myself 30 seconds there to find out. Heard he does that sometimes. I know he's played with his sideboard in his main deck before. Perfect hand, not. Oh, now that's a perfect hand. Perfect hand. I think we just get rid of a land here. And we just get Gristlebrand, I think. Or Iona. So I can unmask pitching, I guess, Duress. So I'm kind of Thoughtseize proof. See what his hand is. Dark Ritual, Burning Wish. I'm like scared that I'm gonna lose here. Because this deck doesn't reanimate as well against combo decks. And he's gonna have bounce, so I can't just get Iona. Alright, so he drew a Petal. Rite of Flame, Dark Ritual. I mean, if I had an animated here, I'd feel pretty good. Let's just get Bristlebrand. At least I have another land. We just have to get through this turn then. Because of this. Blow up all of his artifacts. So we just need him to brick one turn. Just one turn. There's one unknown. God damn it. It's frustrating. We needed a Dark Ritual so we could blow up his stuff here. Or at least a discard spell. But I'm not at all surprised that happened. That's why I thought about it for so long. But felt like we have 4, 5, 6, like 7 discard spells. And Dark Ritual plus Ratchet Bomb. Or a second combo. I think it was the right line. But he drew it. Yeah, they play like 5 or so bounce spells, I'm pretty sure. Squee. They play a lot of bounce spells because they can't beat Iona on red otherwise. I mean, they could try bringing in like tendrils or something out of the sideboard, but yeah. If anything, it would have been Iona on blue because blue is what cantrips into their win condition and bounces it. So, however, that didn't seem right to me either. So I went with the Gristlebrand draw because I had a lot of things I could draw into with a land drop. I guess I keep this. Do you ever consider not drawing there? No. I still would have lost, I think. I would have been at 12. He would have played 1, 2. He would have still won. He would have just wheeled, I think, probably. I don't remember exactly how much mana he had, but not drawing doesn't... Just because your life total is at 12 doesn't mean they're not going to win with one of their business spells. So I always draw. This is a donation deck. I've played this deck on my own volition before, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Actually, I think I win here. I don't think they thought this through. Oh, never mind. Definitely win. I was thinking about Street Wraith is 3 turns and 6, 12, 8. It's too many turns. Yeah, Street Wraith would win here too. Oh yeah, I lose 5. You're right. So yeah. I would have won with that though. Is this card good against them? Probably not. Hmm. Probably cut Gristlebrand. Actually, that seems good. Let's just cut these. This hand seems great. Nice. Why are they not casting their spells? Why are they not casting their spells? Since I have 2 Lilianas, I don't really care if they 2-for-1 themselves on the first one. They'd have to draw like blue card into force or into discard to get me here. They're not playing their lands or casting their spells. Getting ready for PT was modern. I've only played modern for 2 months straight, and I'm thinking if you spell pierce with Thoughtseize, you are an idiot. But forgot that there are other formats. Yeah, you spell pierce with Thoughtseize a lot in this format. That's true. Against Reanimator, you don't want them to take your graveyard hate out of your hand. So you often have to counter their discard. Also often doesn't work. Wonder what their last card is. I think it's good. It's preordained. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, they found a good one. I actually forgot about that. I don't think I could have kept that in my hand, though. But that sucks. I think I do want this. This seems good. 2, 1. Yeah, it's pretty annoying when people type that kind of stuff into chat, because then you never know what you're gonna draw. Like, you might draw Reanimate off the top. No! Yes! I'm just going for it. Whatever. Wish I had a Thoughtseize, but I don't. And I know that's how I play against this deck with black-red Reanimator, is you just go for it, because I have too many soft counters and things that matter after turn 0. We'll at least go for this one, so we can try this one next turn. Ha! Alright, sweet. So, squeaked out. What's up, Ken Sports Fan? We squeaked out 2 3-2s with the deck. With the original version and the one that I changed it a little bit. Obviously, it's hard to tell from 2 leagues. It didn't feel like significantly better with my changes or anything, other than I like Iona as a sideboard card, and I think Death's Majesty is fine in the main. And I do think the Duresses are better than Hymns, so I think my changes are reasonable. I could probably use some more work, but obviously it's not like a tier 1 deck, nor will it ever be, because it's mono black. But yeah, I think, you know, a couple 3-2s, you could do a little better. You could 5-0 with it, or 4-1 or whatever. You could go to a tournament and spike it, depending on your matchups. Pretty good deck, pretty fun. Can be a little bit grindy. Some of our losses were a little bit tedious. But yeah, that's the deck. Check it out on YouTube if you missed part of it. There will be timestamps and stuff, and some notes to let you know where our opponents timed out for 10 minutes, things like that. But I'm going to turn the YouTube video off now. Don't forget to sub on YouTube. Thank you.